Superman, Batman, Spider-Man, the Hulk. Comic book superheroes have thrilled and inspired generations of readers, while critics have dismissed them as nothing more than kid stuff. But if you go behind the mask and beneath the cape, you'll see a more complicated story. Ever since the Great Depression, superheroes have dealt with deep personal, social, and political issues. And in every era, the forces that have shaped our world have transformed theirs.
Chance to become part of something much bigger than yourself.
What do you know about me?
Everything.
A new species is being born. Help me guide it. Shape it. Lead it.
Time for the tour.
You have no idea what I'd give to feel
Normal.
You want society to accept you, but you can't even accept yourself.
Should we have to hide?
Tomorrow, mankind will know that mutants exist. They'll fear us, and that fear will turn to hatred. But not if we stop a war. Not if we risk our lives doing so. We have it in us to be the better men we already are.
It shall be the policy of this nation to regard any nuclear missile launched from Cuba as an attack by the Soviet Union on the United States.
They're just kids. No, they were kids. Ready for this? Let's find out.
The cost of freedom is always high. No one can foresee precisely what course it will take. One path we shall never choose. That is the path of surrender.
Listen to me very carefully, my friend. Killing will not bring you peace.
Peace was never an option.
I cannot guarantee his safety. Understood. Nor will I be responsible for his fate. You'll have a tale or two to tell when you come back.
Didn't you promise that I will come back?
No. And if you do, you will not be the same.
He has become a legend, a victim of tragedy, who emerges as a symbol of justice. What the hell are you? I'm Batman. But what drives a billionaire to become a crime-fighting vigilante?
We got an angry man in pain, seeking purpose in his life.
And how do Batman's motivations reflect our own?
He is struggling with the very things that you and I struggle with every day.
Now, go inside the mind of a superhero.
His whole life is a quest to restore meaning.
As we use the real-life real-life tools of analysis
There's a technique for people who have fears. It's called exposure.
to unlock the psyche of Bruce Wayne, Batman, and the villains who symbolize our darkest desires.
I am gonna stop you. You're just a freak. Like me.
Hey. It's nice. What?
Crime fighter, Avenger, Vigilante, Hero. Batman is as complex as he is contradictory.
Bruce,
Rachel's told me everything about you. I certainly hope not.
Exploring his character can be a revealing test for the viewer. Because in Batman, we can find the heroism, the fear, and the darkness inside us all.
What is that?
That's a superhero, Agent Ward. We worked the cases S.H.I.E.L.D. hasn't classified. The strange, the unknown. It's not just spy versus spy anymore. The whole world's in on the action.
You're in danger.
What do you mean danger?
S.H.I.E.L.D.
I should carry a shield?
S.H.I.E.L.D. Government. Scary men in dark suits who come after guys like you.
Is that who I think it is?
She's just the pilot.
Melinda May is just the pilot. Fitzsimmons.
Fizz.
Simmons. I'm engineering. She's biochem.
It's not of this earth.
we will rise against those who shield us from the truth.
And nothing can stop us in the...
Hey.
There are two ways we can do this.
Oh, it's not in the easy way.
No.
We're not exactly a team player.
We're not exactly a team, but we're in a position to do some good. I've seen giants. The good ones are not heroes because of what they have. It's what they do with it. We're not the only ones interested in people with powers. Only take the shot if you have to.
We have a couple of hours at most. There's no way that we could possibly...
Don't ever tell me there's no way.
In brief, Buffy ran from 97 to 03 and was created by writer-director Joss Whedon. Whedon said he got the idea for Buffy from countless horror movies where the witless blonde wanders into an alleyway and gets eaten by the monster. He thought, wouldn't it be cool if the blonde walked into the alley, the monster attacked her, and she kicked its ass? The show follows Buffy, the latest in a line of young women known as vampire slayers. There's only one slayer at a time, and they've been around for 1,000 years. Each time the present slayer dies, a new one is gifted superpowers for the battle against vampires, demons, and other baddies. Like previous slayers, Buffy is aided by a watcher who guides, teaches, and trains her. Unlike predecessors, Buffy surrounds herself with friends.
You're the Slayer, and we're like the Slayerettes.
The show seasons are serialized. Each season has one overarching bad guy, called the Big Bad. Buffy ranked 41st on TV Guide's list of 50 greatest shows of all time, second on Empire's 50 greatest shows of all time, and was listed on Time Magazine's 100 best shows of all time. It features some of the greatest episodes of television ever made. So why is it so hard to get people to watch it? Twilight is about a catatonic teenager who falls for a creepy vampire boner that sparkles in the sunshine. Its underlying message is the only thing that matters is finding a man and submitting to him. Edward Cullen stalks What's-Her-Nuts, watches her sleep for months.
I like watching you sleep.
Do you do that a lot?
Just the past couple of months.
Corners her, abuses her, and she's totally fine with it. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, on the other hand, is about a girl with superpowers who punches people in the face. You don't have to be a fan of the genre to get something out of the show. Mostly the monsters are metaphors for specific obstacles that we all face growing up. For instance, within the show's mythology, vampires are soulless creatures that don't age. According to Whedon, the soul, as it's depicted in the show, serves as a moral compass. Lacking that, vampires are driven by purely selfish motives, which means they're incapable of moral development. In other words, they can't grow up.
You were my sire, man! You were my Yoda!
Things change.
Not us! Not demons!
So Buffy being the Slayer allows her to kill vampires, metaphors for her personal demons that could prevent her from growing up. Anyway, the point is the monsters are not an end in and of themselves, but rather they are the medium for considering complex topics of morality, isolation, sexuality, and meaning. Also, they are things for her to punch in the face.
Don't panic, we're going to figure this out.
Got to find who did this.
They're not going anywhere. We'll find them.
You have to have numbers. People are the best defense against walkers or people.
We need supplies. Help build up these fences.
I'd like to start pulling my weight around here. Let me earn my keep.
Today, we're talking about knives. How to use them, how to be safe with them, and how they could save your life.
We need a place to go.
If Woodbury was still in one piece.
Yeah, but it ain't. We might be safer outside those walls, man. We just lost 12 of our own. 2 more were killed in cold blood. Everything we've been working so hard to keep out
You seeing this? Was someone feeding these things?
just found its way in.
You're losing the war.
We have to keep this place going. We should go today.
Really?
We have to go. Sooner or later, we were on. I won't stop. I won't say anything.
There's not a lot of us left.
What the hell do we do? Move!
You step outside, you risk your life. Take a drink of water.
Carol!
You risk your life.
You gotta calm down.
You don't have a choice. The only thing you can choose is what you're risking it for.